I do like cheese and onion.
Do you want a tea cake today?
We have it in like a cocktail sauce and have it in buttered bread.
Snacks from the UK are foodie approved.
We are two Brits who've been living in the USA for a few years, and there are certain British foods and drinks that we miss incredibly. Now, all Brits that move abroad miss the obvious ones like fish and chips from a chippie, good old Sunday roast, full English breakfast, and a proper cup of tea. But what are the quirkier, more random things that we miss?
What about British biscuits or cookies, as they would probably be called out here? Milk chocolate digestives, jammy dodgers, ginger nuts.
Yeah, hobnobs.
Yeah.
Oh, I love British biscuits.
Me too. Yeah, and they go very well with the tea that we mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah, for dunking.
Yeah.
Rich tea is good for dunking.
Yeah, it's a very good pick-me-up halfway through the morning or like halfway through the afternoon when you need a little something, or just whenever really, as a dessert. You can do it, or yeah, whenever you like really.
Yeah, exactly. They do nice cookies out here, I have to say.
Yeah, we can go to like pretty much any supermarket around here, and they have a bakery, as you might expect, where they make delicious freshly baked cookies every day. We sometimes pick those up. We just had one with our lunch, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely get things like that, but you know, some of the more kind of, dare I say, interesting British cookies.
Yeah, traditional.
Good old.
Yeah.
We're in London, England, and we're trying Jaffa cakes. This is nice. It's like a cookie cake, orange and chocolate. 10 out of 10.
Very nice flavor. It reminds me of a moon pie, like a chocolate moon pie, but orange. I love it. Oh, I love. These are delicious.
There's a feeling of nostalgia as well about lots of these things. It reminds you of certain times when you were eating them when you were younger, or I don't know, it's a nostalgic thing, and you kind of miss those quintessentially British things when you move to another country.
I think that's right. Yeah, it kind of makes me think, especially the tea and biscuits of like a cold winter day, maybe around like your grandparents' house, they get the biscuit tin out, make you a nice warm cup of tea, or you know, maybe hot chocolate or something like that if you're younger. It's just got a cozy feeling about it.
Yes, it has. So what else do you miss?
Proper chocolate. Delicious chocolate, not the sweet stuff that kind of tastes a bit like vomit.
No, come on, no, just say it like it is. Don't be polite.
No, there is like certain chocolates out here which do have a kind of, I'm not just being rude, it's well known for having a certain like vomity taste.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely sweeter.
Got lots of added stuff that shouldn't be there, I think.
The actual ingredients, if you compare, say for example, a Cadbury's chocolate bar in the UK to a Cadbury's chocolate bar in the US, the ingredients are different and worse. Let's adapt this and put more stuff in to make it terrible. The UK product is made from milk, sugar, cocoa mass, cocoa butter, vegetable fat and emulsifiers. While Cadbury's chocolate in the US also includes lactose, soy lecithins and natural and artificial flavourings.
What's your favourite chocolate in the UK? Your favourite chocolate bar?
I really like crunchies.
I like crunchies. I love Maltesers.
Yeah.
Aeros.
Yeah, I can't really get your Aeros very easily.
No. What brand of chocolate? Do you like Cadbury's or Galaxy?
Oh, all of the above. But I think Cadbury's is particularly good. I really like the Milka chocolate that you can get. Well, you get it in lots of countries in Europe, but you can now get it in the UK as well.
Is it Swiss?
I'm not sure. But I first tried it in Germany.
Right.
When I was probably about 11, and we hadn't had it in the UK, at least not as far as I know. We hadn't had it in the UK at that point. And I was so excited when it started appearing in shops.
Yeah, it's lovely
Really
chocolate.
Smooth chocolate, just delicious.
And they don't do the big hollow Easter eggs over here. That was a disappointment.
Yeah, that seems like something America would love.
I know. They do the little Cadbury's cream eggs and caramel eggs,
and
don't
of course the Lindt stuff, like the chocolate bunnies they have.
Then we could make a whole video just talking about chocolate.
Perhaps we should.
I really like the cappuccino and latte mixes that you get in the UK. Open the packet, pop them in. I put a little bit of milk in, whisk it up with some boiling water, sprinkle some chocolate on the top.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah, that's right. You don't get those either, do you?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because people don't tend to own kettles as much. So a lot of those things are kind of, you'd have to boil it in the pan, or heaven forbid put it in the microwave.
I know people who make tea in the microwave.
Yeah,
something that we'd never do.
No.
Okay. So talking about drinks, shall we talk about alcoholic drinks?
Oh, go on then.
In the summer, pub garden, got to be Pimm's and lemonade, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, why has America not embraced Pimm?
I know, you get a jug of Pimm's with all the fruit in, so it's part of your $5 a day.
Yeah, almost healthy. Really.
Yeah, lovely summer's day in the garden.
Yeah.
beautiful. Can't top that.
It does just taste like summer, doesn't
It does, it does. And another thing, which is strange here, they're not into all the gins that we're into. They'd have gin, but they don't have all these local and flavoured gins that we have in the UK. So it's really nice when you go back there and you can sample all these different types of gin. And also, of course, there's all the flavoured ciders, because cider's not so big over here, is it?
No. Sometimes if you go to a brewery, they will have some interesting ciders, but it's not as readily available as it is in the UK.
No.
And they always refer to it as hard cider when it's alcoholic. As if there should be any other type.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, there's the good old sherry.
Of course.
Yes, and it always reminds me of my mum, because she loved her sherry,
she
didn't she?
Yeah.
A glass of sherry. You don't see it over here very often.
Not really, no. People never seem to have it in the house like we always did.
No. I don't know if it's as popular with the younger people in the UK now anyhow, but we were used to having it, on a special occasion or whatever. I know it's not British, it's Spanish. But it's kind of part of our culture as well, isn't it, sherry?
I think so, It definitely makes me feel nostalgic for home. There always seemed to be a bottle of sherry just waiting to be opened, you know?
It's like we're from a family of alcoholics.
You know, you have it in the tiny glass. So.
Very. You don't
tiny little glass.
Don't have a pint of sherry.
Probably not advised.
No.
I really miss proper fruitcake, by which I don't mean the type of fruitcake that they have here, which very often has strange things like gummies and sweeties in, as opposed to actual dried fruit.
I think Americans think that fruitcake is very dry and boring, but actually...
Well, it is out here.
Yes. Yeah, because it's not dry in the UK, whether you buy it in the shops or it's homemade. It's very moist because it's got lots of lovely dried fruits and candied peel, and also, obviously, lots of alcohol.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's beautiful and deep in colour and rich.
It was always actually my favourite cake, even as a very young child. My grandma would always make me one each birthday, and she would do one at Christmas and stuff like that. But it was like a kind of a celebration cake, I suppose. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
You can ice it. Sometimes she'd ice it or put marzipan, then icing on the top and decorate it if it's a special occasion.
And sometimes people have it at weddings and things like that.
Yeah, that's the traditional cake, isn't it, to have at weddings? Yeah. Although often people now have a sponge cake, don't they?
Yeah. I really miss proper scones with jam and clotted cream.
Oh, yes.
We do actually have a little tea room, probably about 45 minutes to an hour away from us, which we have travelled to when we get desperate. But you can get them pretty much anywhere in the UK. And I would eat them a lot. I would have them for my lunch all the time.
I know, the jam and clotted cream is... to die for. And I have them sometimes with butter and jam. That's nice too.
But you can get like a savoury scone sometimes with like the cheese scones.
My husband is American, absolutely loves our cheese scones.
Yeah.
Was it scones?
Are you a scone or a scone?
Are you a jam first or a clotted cream first?
Yes. Oh, these things are very divisive in the UK.
Yes. We won't venture into that.
No.
Not this time.
However you enjoy your scone or scone is fine by us.
I know you're not going to agree with me on this, but I miss kippers and smoked mackerel. You can't get mackerel very easily over here. I love those. I love like those tin mackerel with some vinegar, malt vinegar, and then on buttered toast.
Fish in a tin is just wrong in all ways for me.
Yeah, you don't even eat tuna, do you?
I like a tuna steak or like tuna, maybe it's like part of sushi or something like that. But tuna in a tin, you open it, it smells like dog food. That's one thing that the Americans have got right, less tinned fish. I do insist on getting my Heinz baked beans. You can get them out here in certain shops, but they are obviously very expensive because they're imported, like $5 a tin at the moment. High price to pay for love.
I know, I just can't do without them for very long, I must admit. I just love Heinz baked beans.
Yeah, it's a nice quick and easy meal, isn't it? But delicious.
Yeah, on toast.
Yeah, or on a baked potato.
Oh yeah, now you're talking.
Yeah, or as part of your full English.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be a full English without the baked beans,
It would not, no.
Everybody knows beans means Heinz. What do you think of the visual appearance?
It looks wonderful.
He's very polite.
I miss all the weird and wonderful flavours of crisps, potato chips.
Go to the UK to get popular snacks? Do you think I have nothing better to do than go all the way to the... Alright, we're here in the UK. Let's get some popular snacks. We got a bunch of snacks. Let's try them. Obviously, we have to start with UK's most popular snack, Walker's. I got the salt and vinegar flavor. I really like this one. At first, nothing really hits you, but then after like 2 seconds, the flavor just explodes. Now, I don't know why, but pickled onions is a very popular flavor in the UK. Whoa. It's like sour cream and onion, but you add in some pickles in there. Sounds crazy, but it goes so well together. Snacks from the UK are foodie approved.
I love prawn cocktail.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, but there's even flavours like Marmite.
Like the Twiglets.
Twiglets I really miss. I love Twiglet. These are called Twiglets. They are a bit Marmite-y actually, so they're not boding well. Yeah.
See you guys later.
So they're like little savoury sticks.
No, there's some kind of quiet.
Yeah. What's your favourite flavour of crisps?
I do like cheese and onion.
No, you don't see cheese and onion over here, do you?
No. It's like we have cheese and onion sandwiches as well that you don't really get out here.
And cheese and pickle. Pickle's another thing, like Branston pickle. It's lovely with the Ploughmans, isn't it? Lovely on cheese, but you can't find that normally over here.
Probably speaking a different language to a lot of Americans now.
Yeah. I know a lot of people rave about Monster Munch.
Yeah.
And there's weird flavours of those, like pickled onion flavour, isn't there?
Yeah, Monster Munch are a good one.
Another thing I miss is when you go out to lunch and there's always the option of prawn marie sandwiches or baguette. The prawns over here, well, they have shrimp, which are huge.
Yeah.
But they don't do the prawns like we have in the UK, the little pale
Squiggly
coloured.
ones,
Yeah, the little prawns. We have it in like a cocktail sauce and have it in buttered bread. Oh my gosh, that's my favourite thing if I'm out shopping and we stop for lunch somewhere.
Yeah, it's weird that they're not even a thing out here. You never see prawn anything, do
No,
you?
you don't. No.
Let alone a prawn baguette.
No.
But yeah, that's a wonderful thing if you're travelling to the UK, or maybe other countries do them too. If you see it, it's definitely worth a try.
So until really recently, I was devastated because I couldn't find pickled beetroot in vinegar in a jar over here. But the other day I went to my local grocery store and there was jars of pickled beetroot. I was so excited because I've got a thing for beetroot.
Yeah.
They just call it beets here.
Yeah.
Beets. In malted vinegar.
Yeah,
And I was-
better late than never, I suppose.
I know,
America.
and they were sliced and there was even diced.
Oh.
Diced, not seen diced before.
No, they have to put their own little flair on it.
Yeah, so one time I got some diced and I was just scooping it up and eating mouthfuls with a spoon because I'd sort of been without it for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can buy beets that are already cooked or that you cook yourself and do it yourself, but it's nothing like the convenience of opening a jar, is there?
It seems like quite a lot of work, doesn't it?
But you don't see pickled onions over here, do you, in malt vinegar?
I've never seen them.
Let us know if you know differently. Another thing that's very British is marmalade.
Yeah, it makes me think of Paddington Bear.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so cute.
Oh, I love Paddington.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not something you generally find in the stores here.
That's right, it doesn't seem to be as popular. I mean, people have jam, but they call it jelly.
Yeah,
Confusing as hell. But no, not really marmalade.
No, and it is nice. It's sort of like you associate it with on toast at breakfast time.
Yeah, it's funny because it's not really something I had terribly recently, but it is something that in a weird way I now miss, just having it on those little occasions. Oh, all right, I'll have some marmalade kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not really an option here.
No, it's not.
Sticky toffee pudding and custard for dessert.
Absolutely. Why can't you get it as a dessert over here?
I don't know. They don't really even seem to know what it is a lot of the time.
No, it's the best dessert in the world.
And it's a great dessert after a Sunday roast because it's all hearty and warming and
Sweet.
Yeah.
And creamy. If you haven't tried it, you must try it. I don't know why it's not caught on over here.
I think Americans have a different definition to the word pudding, which kind of puts them off some of our puddings like figgy pudding, sticky toffee pudding.
They don't have spotted dick either.
They have that in their favour.
Oh, and bread and butter pudding.
There's another pudding, yes.
You see it here sometimes, but not that often.
They just call it bread pudding though, which doesn't sound as
Doesn't seem like they've added enough butter.
doesn't sound as wonderfully indulgent, does it?
No. One of the biggest fans of sticky toffee pudding is our friend Dara from the YouTube channel Magenta Otter Travels. So Dara is an American and she lives part of the time in the UK, and she's got a video out which ranks all the sticky toffee puddings in order of merit.
Here are a few things that we personally don't miss, but in our conversations with other Brits in America, these are things that have come up as things that they miss about living in the UK.
A lot of people say they miss Tunnock's tea cakes, but I haven't actually tried that brand, and I think it's particular to a certain region, isn't it, in the UK?
I have no idea, to be honest. Although, you did put some research about that, actually. Let me read to you about these
I had researched. Well,
special cheesecakes, tea cakes.
you keep saying cheesecake.
I know, I think I want cheesecake. This sweet food has been around since 1956, consisting of a round shortbread biscuit covered in Italian meringue, a concoction of whipped egg resembling marshmallows, and a yummy mixture of dark and milk chocolate. Oh wait!
Oh, those like marshmallow things.
Yeah,
Oh, I know what they are.
Yeah.
They've got like red and silver foil over the
Yeah.
top. Yeah, I know exactly where they. Oh yeah,
We do like
we
these.
do like these. And I used to have them a lot growing up. They were really popular then.
We always used to get them. I remember we would have them like on a Saturday.
Why just a Saturday?
Because we'd call it a taking tea.
Oh, taking tea,
Where
yeah.
like Mum would cut up like some, I don't know, like cucumber and put some pickled beetroot on the table.
That's a bit weird. If it's just like
You would slice up bread and put bread on the table.
Okay.
And then you would do maybe like some other salad ingredients, slice up some tomato or something. And it would all be separate. And then you put whatever you wanted on the plate and we'd call it a taking
Oh
tea.
yeah. In other words, it's a buffet, isn't it?
Like a cold buffet.
Yeah.
And then afterwards we would eat these tonic tea cakes.
But we never called them that. I don't know. I think we just called them marshmallows, didn't we? Or some little marshmallows.
It's funny, I have no recollection of what we called them.
I don't remember calling them
But I don't
those.
remember calling them tonic tea cakes.
No.
Do you want a tea cake today?
Tea cakes.
Ready?
Oh no. You can destroy it? Aw,
Better than this?
this is fun. Is it supposed to go with tea? Is that part of its charm?
The other thing that came up was pretty much anything Mr. Kipling.
Yeah, and the tagline was Mr. And the tagline is Mr. Kip. Yeah, and the tagline.
They're all on the edge of their seats. What could it be?
It's going to be hugely disappointing. And the tagline. Oh my gosh. And the tagline was always Mr. Kipling makes exceedingly good cakes. ...
Well, he did, to be fair.
Yeah.
There was like the French fancies, I remember.
I love a French fancy.
And what else? The beanies were.
Oh yes.
Was it Battenberg?
Battenbergs,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Cherry
Bakewells, yeah.
Yeah.
All the sort of kind of classic British cakes, but are mass produced.
Without any of that homemade charm. We're not really selling any of these. are we?
No, but you know.
They were good.
Yeah.
Some might say exceedingly good. What about crumpets? Specifically, it seems the Warburton's ones are the ones that Brits miss.
You like crumpets, you toast them, don't you, and put
Yeah.
butter on them. And another thing that people say they miss is OXO cubes. I really miss Bisto, and I actually get it in 6 packs or whatever from Amazon, and I love Bisto onion gravy granules, and I use them a lot. So I do order those in when I'm over here, because I can't live without Bisto onion gravy granules.
Yeah, well, they're so convenient, aren't they?
They are, and so delicious. And my husband, who tried them the first time when he came over to the UK, he's a fan now.
Yeah.
And I see him, you know, sometimes if he does a separate dinner and he's got some meat, I see him get the old tub of Bisto out and mixing it in with some onion in and all that business. Yeah.
I must say, I'm very impressed with both of our husbands who are American, because they have at least tried some British food that is quite alien to them. They've at least given it a go. And in many cases, actually really liked it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they have at least tried everything, really, haven't they?
I think so, yeah. I can't think of anything they've turned down.
No.
Interesting one. A lot of Brits seem to miss polo mints.
Yeah, that's surprising, isn't it, really?
Yeah, they're like these kind of donut-shaped mints with a hole in the middle. They're quite sort of like a mild minty flavour. They're quite nice. We can get a few different flavours, I suppose.
Yeah, or you can get, I don't know if you still can, but you used to get fruity ones for different fruity flavours.
Oh,
do you remember those? That just occurred to me.
Yeah, they did do those. Do they still do those, Brits? Let us know.
I don't know, but I like polos. I haven't had a polo mint for ages.
No, I always used to have them like in my car. They would be like the car mint. So, you know, if you went out for dinner or something, came back to your car, there'd be a mint there.
Yeah.
Another one, which is probably going to divide opinion a little, is haggis.
Oh, do you know what? I've not tried it.
I haven't tried it either.
No, I don't eat red meat for a start, and
That's a lie. You were having pork ribs the other
well,
night.
I did the other night. Yeah. Well, they were delicious, and I didn't.
Haggis might be delicious.
It might be. I mean, I guess if somebody said you ought to just try it, I probably would, just to see, because it's wrong to say you don't like it if you've not tried it.
Yeah.
But it's not something I'd rush out to try.
No, same probably. But I can see why if it's something that's very much part of your food culture and your food heritage, why that would be something that you would miss. This is one that neither of us have really tried, but I am brew.
I am brew, lad! I am brew! I am brew! Chug, 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 chug!
Yeah, you never see that out here, do you?
No, there's probably a reason for it. I might have tried it way back in the day, I don't know, but if I did, obviously I didn't like it because I've never tried it again.
Yeah.
No, I think it's quite a distinctive taste.
Yeah, I have no idea what it even is or tastes like,
Well,
really.
when I next go to the UK, I'll see if I can order one
Yeah.
and then let you know if I like it or not.
We'll do a taste test video and report back.
So another thing that's really strange, they don't have like squash in the supermarkets,
No.
do they? You know, like orange squash.
Not really.
Or I've never seen Ribena. Brits drink quite a lot of squash, don't they?
Yeah.
One way or another. I mean, I personally don't, but I know lots of people who do.
I used to have it a lot when I was younger.
Oh yeah, me too. When I was young, that was the normal drink.
Yeah, well, it's quite an easy way when you have like maybe a lot of kids and they bring their friends over, you know, because obviously you just pour a little in and fill it up with water, rather than having like a juice.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to just give the kids a little something, I guess I can see why it'd be super convenient.
Growing up, used to love Ribena. Do you remember? Which is, if you don't know, it's like a blackcurrant concentrate that you add water to.
Yeah. British meat pies. They don't really get done in the same way in America.
No, and things like Cornish pasties as well. People really say they miss those, which, you know, I can definitely understand.
Yeah, that kind of pastry tends to be like a sweet thing. You know, if they have a pie, it tends to be like apple or pumpkin or like a dessert pie, which we do have too.
They have pot pies, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
But they are different.
Yeah, they're not like the big chunky meat.
Yeah, and on both top and bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of pastry.
Yeah.
And of course there's HP sauce.
Yeah, of course.
And you can get it here. I've got a bottle in the fridge. And it's like a rich, dark brown, spicy-ish sauce. Or quite hot sauce, isn't it?
You can put it with a lot of things. Some people put it with maybe steak or beans on toast.
Yeah. Or scrambled eggs. It's lovely with scrambled eggs on toast. Now I'm sure we must have missed something. If you're an expat, what do you miss? Or if you just go abroad for a while, what do you miss from home? Whether you're British and it's a British food or drink item, or maybe you're American and you travel to the UK. What do you miss that you can't? And I know you're going to say a decent sized steak. What do you miss when you go abroad?
Yeah, or any other country. That would be interesting too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Let us know where you're from and what food you miss or you think you would miss if you were to move away.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, maybe share with a friend, and subscribe to us on YouTube.